Okay. Let's see if that is any better. Is it this one? Yeah. Let's just give that a go. Okay, well, hopefully it won't play up anymore. It's rather annoying if it does, but it is what it is. Not much you can do. I thought I heard you jump through the window there, cat. Okay. What's left to do in this area then? So there's... What's this exactly?
Hail, friends, and well
And
met.
that in. Nice chunk of XP. Absolutely take that. Alright, that's the bears done. I think we've still got some of these flies to do. I'm really hoping switching the USB ports to the cameras changed that flicker. I might have just put it in the wrong port potentially. So, unfortunately, one of those things that can't be avoided, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go and hand this one in.
Megovanen.
Excellent.
Greetings to you.
We have 2 to hand in there. Cool. I do feel like early on, the questing and locating where you are on the map, it is, or certainly feels like a bit of a guessing game, really. It's like trying to work out where you are and where you need to go and trying to zoom the map in a bit more. It can be a little bit difficult. Just until you kind of get the hang of it or the general gist of it as well. So what are we doing in this area then? Badgers, it must be the badgers. Come here, Mr. Badger. I'm sorry to kill you, but the quest says we need to. Any more badgers? Ben Creeper. Haven't seen you before. Where did you come from? My auto attacks feel very slow. I don't know if that's because I've respec to yellow or not. I'm going to assume that's got something to do with it. Great stone hoof. We're after these boars as well, I think. Right. Either way, they're getting the smoke now, whatever happens. Okay. Apologies for anyone that was on the last short stream. There was an issue with the webcam, which I hope now has been somewhat ironed out. So if it dropped for whatever reason, that would be why. I pretty much just reset it all. Collect the rare flower. Is the rare flower around here? Is that what we're looking for? The rare flower. Okay. If I were to be a rare flower, where would I be? I think it's looking like I'm going to spend my whole evening slaughtering badgers. I'm also hoping that as we proceed with the MSQ, that we start getting a bit more gear. It's focused on our level, because I feel like we're really lacking on the gear front a little bit at the moment. Some of my armor pieces seem really up there, kind of matching the level I am. Some are like 10 levels behind. And unfortunately, that is hindering us a little bit. Okay, there's something else in this area. Is this the boars as well then? I think. Take a look. Do you know what, let's grab a couple of these. Grab you over here. You come over here as well. Okay, been stunned. Let's break out of that. Pop a heal if we can. You both come over here. You will. Excellent work. That's what we like to see right there. One more we need. Okay. Collect ball flanks. So we need one more after that as well. Okay, that didn't tick it off for us. Interesting. That's another badger. Badger. I were a ball. Where would I be? What can I select? Okay. That's what I was looking for. Excellent. Okay. Back to the balls. You are not the enemy that I want beef with. However, I will challenge you. That's not a problem. Oh, come on. This is a joke. I just need one more ball. There was literally like 50 of you a minute ago. You can't tell me that there's absolutely none now. I haven't slaughtered that many balls. You know what? We'll take that. We'll absolutely take that. Anything else worth having? Again, I don't really know what's good and what's bad in many of these situations. That's another badger. There's the cookie. That's what we're looking for. Mr. Boar. Come on down, friendo. Ooh. How nasty of you. Okay. Right. Back to hand these repeatable quests in, and then we can press on with the MSQ. The cat is still failing to make up his mind as to whether he wants to come in or whether he wants to stay out. You'll get used to that after a while. If you carry on watching, you'll see him like jumping in and jumping out. He does that pretty much the whole night. And yet he still manages to retain more of a social life than me. I'm just trying to keep track on the webcam a little. Not sure it was flickering. I don't know if it is anymore. I'm hoping we've ironed that out a little bit. Where am I going? I'm going way past where I need to go. Okay. Drink. Cool.
Hail, friends, and well met.
It's a pleasure. Right, with that we press on. He's with me now on the bed. Yeah, I just saw him jump in. Baby, if you can stay just for like a few seconds and just keep an eye on keep an eye on the webcam. I just want to make sure that it's not like dropping in and dropping out. I think it should be fine now. I changed some of the wires and stuff around. I think it was in the wrong port, but it should be okay now. I really hope we get a decent reward for this crap. I do not want to be falling down there, that's for sure. Let's go down the proper way and not plummet to our death. That would be nice. Yeah, if you see it playing up, just let me know. It should be fine now. It should be okay. I genuinely cannot wait to get a mount that's A, faster than what we've currently got, and B, has more health, because sometimes, as much as I love Huck, me and Huck have been through thick and thin, but he can be a little bit squishy. You know, he can be a little bit soft, and he's rather slow. He does the job. He's kind of like a Vespa, you know, like an old scooter. He just kind of like, no matter what you throw at him, he'll always start. He'll always kind of get you to where you need to go. It's just not the fastest. He's not the fastest. It was flickering earlier, but it seems okay now. Cool. I definitely think the USB port had something to do with it. That's cool. Thank you for letting me know, darling. I appreciate that. For anyone that has just tuned in, we are now on the way to what I think is the MSQ. To try and progress that slightly. I've just managed to sprint past 3 very angry dragons that are way higher level than me. And we survived. We survived, killed who we needed to kill. Yeah, we're on the way. We are Book 4, Chapter 6. I am starting to find that perhaps spending a bit more time in some areas and grinding some of the repeatable quests and some of the kind of area quests is kind of a necessity for this level, because otherwise the gap between you and your quest level is just seems so big. It just tends to sort of outgrow you a little bit. I've got no business with you, Stone Troll. You stay away, please. Stay away! Be gone with you! There, troll! Alright, is this our turning? Is this where we're going? I think it is. So yeah, that's definitely... someone actually said in one of the streams the other day something about a war steed. Apparently, to hold off, don't buy anything in terms of riding speed or mount speed or anything in the store. Apparently, in the quest line, you want like a war steed, something like that. I could be wrong. I'm going to want to say level 70, give or take. So that sounds cool. But that's well needed at this point, I think. I love the traversal of this game. I love the environments, the atmosphere. I don't think I'd be playing it if I didn't love the world of Tolkien and just the environment of LOTRO, because it is quite a slow burner. But needless to say, it doesn't hurt to get from A to B a little bit quicker. Okay, Eladan, let's go.
How can I be of service?
The owner attacked you. The tree herders of old were peaceful and more want to stand unnoticed among the trees than treat with strangers with peace or violence. I do not know the meaning of these signs, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. Our problems may be more far-reaching than I had supposed. Correct. Nice chunk of XP there. You are fortunate the creature which you faced could not have been a true Onod. You could not possibly have faced the might of one of the old ones, nor would you have to, for the Onodrim, or the Onodrim, are friendly to the free peoples on the rare occasion their paths meet. The great forests are less travelled now than they were in days past, and few now ever see one of the great tree herds. A small company of elves from Mirkwood came to Imladris, my apologies, to consult, that is quite a tongue twister, to consult with my father. Perhaps one of them will know what manner of creature you face. Speak with my father to arrange an audience. That we will do. That we will do. I can't tell you how many times on both hands I've absolutely slaughtered the in-game terminology. It's not healthy. If you're watching this stream for accurate representations of names, places, you're in the wrong place. You are absolutely in the wrong place. Okay. Imagine if I just died. I need to stop doing that. Imagine if I just died from that. It's been known to happen. It has been known to happen. Collect the rare flower. Okay. Okay, let's do it. In fact, do we do that or do we go and speak to Elrond first? Is Elrond maybe a better shout? Perhaps we go to Elrond. Take in some of the scenery. This is such a really, it's such a nice, relaxing place to quest. Just avoid the tree here. Is our friend following us? Wow, look at that. Two of us majestically just riding through the forest. The blooming fens. Elrond, buddy, I hope you've got something good for us. I need you to pull out top trumps in terms of gear here. The gear situation is sparse. Someone's just put in global chat here. Hobbits are basically just an inferior version of a goblin. It's completely unsolicited. Okay, let's be mindful here of where we're going, because are we going up the cliff face to then go across? I don't want to go too high up because we're not going that way. Is this where the flower is, maybe? Because Elrond's for sure not going to be here. I'm going to assume this is where the rare flower is. Okay, let's not plummet to our death down there. Oh, we're going. Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We're not dead. Excellent. Let's do that again. Hell yeah. Oh, more of that. Yeah. The Horn of Gondor. Where's this flower? Please just give... Oh, there is a lot of you. Okay. Okay. I see what we're doing here. Yeah. Give me that XP. Pop a heal here. Lovely. Are we right on top of this, basically? Is this root still alive? Like, go away. Leave me alone. Rare flower. Aptly titled Rare Flower. You need to leave me alone just for 5 seconds. I'm going to grab this flower and we're going to get the fuck out of here. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. And then we'll go and speak to our boy Elrond. My poor horse. Wait, can't just have a day off. We do a little bit of water combat? No, apparently not. Very cool. Yeah, like that a lot. Oh, what's to be said here? More LOTRO points. Dishing them out like they're going out of fashion. Actually, I don't know how many we've got now. Must have a fair few. 400 maybe? 500? Yeah, 413. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So, let's hand this in. And then it's onwards to Elrond. Breastplate that we've got. Is it better? Maximum morale. Worth the same. I'm just going to assume, so the difference between Elven and Dwarven is just, is it purely stat based? They've got the same armor. Yes, I'm very curious. I've got no end of crap in my inventory actually that I should probably do some stuff with. Like, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Home of defense. Am I using that? Is it to be used at this point? Who knows? Who knows? Full injury immunities. Now that I didn't know I had, but I'll be absolutely taking full advantage of that in the future. That's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. My poor horse must be absolutely knackered. But please, just no more cliffs, please.
Hail, friends, and
Hail.
well met.
3,400 XP. We are chipping away at level 36. Fast approaching 37, folks. Fast approaching. I'm going to learn from myself here, because old me would have just got on my horse and ran, but new me, we're going to go to the last homely house. Via the stable master. Make it swift, baby. Make it swift. Cool. Let's dismount. And chat to our boy Elrond. Warlords of the... Wait, has he got a shiny weapon? Oh, that's very cool. Anyone that I pass seems to look significantly better than I do in this game. Like, it's not even close. It should tell me actually where Elrond is. Is he in the library again? Talk to Elrond. Master Elrond. Far East. Well. That hasn't really told me an awful lot. However, beforehand, go to the second floor. Got you. Thank you. Thank you. This would be the first floor, so second floor. Up we go. It used to be, well, when I first saw him, he was in his library. So are we going into the library again? Should we just go in there? What's the worst that can happen, right? Yeah. Tell you what, let's go. Let's go to Elrond's library. I'm to be in here. If I were to be Elrond, this is where I would be. I would be somewhat in my library. There you are, my friend. There you are. Book 4, Chapter 7. The Aid of Mirkwood.
A strange fate brings you hither.
I'm glad you so ably served my sons, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. I feel that you are close to locating the Nazgul that escaped the raging waters of Breenan, and yet more evils reveal themselves. The elves of Mirkwood have encountered such evil before. My son was right to send you to me. Speak with Legolas, son of Thranduil, in one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slope of the Vale of Imladris. He has been often in thought while he remains here and may be able to help you find and defeat the source of evil. Perfect. Hey, Menno. Thank you so much for your comment. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for subbing to the channel. Yeah, it's nice to be able to stream from time to time, in amongst making videos. Enter the library and drop down. Thank you for the help, Slowbo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We are off to Rivendell to talk to Legolas. Yeah, I've been enjoying playing LOTRO a lot. When I first started playing it, I was a bit like, do you know what? I'm going to give this a go. Didn't really expect anything of it, really. I realised I could have just gone back outside. Yeah. We're going to ignore that. Just pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, so I kind of started playing it and was like, well, let's see what comes of it. I love the Lord of the Rings series, you know, typical stuff that everyone else does. I was kind of sick of Final Fantasy XIV as well. I had 1,000 hours in that, and I just felt naff. Just felt like same generic, over-the-top stuff as always. Yeah, ultimately I wanted something new. Yeah, I found LOTRO, and I've just been surprised by it in a very, very positive way. So yeah, I'm very thankful, and there's been a lot of nice responses to the videos as well, which is always cool. And one thing I am noticing, without rambling too much, is that the community on LOTRO is amazing. You know, you guys are just like, yeah, like rather than like someone new coming to the game, but like, oh, you've never played this before, like, you know, like kind of herd mentality. It's totally not like that. People tend to sort of welcome them and be like, oh, cool, people are playing our game, that's sick. Yeah, so it'd be cool to spend a bit more time playing it, that's for sure. Legolas. Hail to you, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. If you did not bring such dire news, I would greet you more heartily, but your tidings are troubling. We of Mirkwood have indeed encountered these creatures before, but it is not something I expected to see again. A tribe of trolls once lived near Dol Guldur, and we who fought them called these creatures wood trolls. Once these were wandering individual creatures, loath to unite or even live near to their fellows at Dol Guldur. However, something caused them to join together. A king was raised among them, and he unified the wood trolls into a terrible force. My father sent many warriors to defeat the wood trolls, and it was done. I believe something has once again united the wood trolls of the Troll Shores, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. But this place is far from Mirkwood. My father's warriors will not avail us. Finish now. We must track the wood trolls to their lair, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. If we are to cleanse the corruption that scars the Troll Shores, I can take you to them. Their tracks are easily distinguishable in the muddy earth, and wood trolls are not known for their subtlety or intelligence. But ask me not in haste. I know of the Nazgul that Master Elrond has lost, and I fear that it may have lent some of its strength and power to these creatures. For them to be so bold, we must be watchful. Speak with me when you have gathered such friends as you can trust, and are ready to be led into the wild in search of the wood trolls and the evil power I fear may be their ally. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool. Well, look, Legolas, I'm going to be honest, mate, we have no friends, so let's go.
An ancient evil, a corruption of the very nature of Middle-earth, threatens to spread its vile poison throughout the Troll Shores. This evil must be thwarted before it can be brought to bear against the hidden Vale of Rivendell.
Very cool. I love those little like ad-libs and stuff in the background. Very cool.
I'm troubled by these tracks.
These tracks are unusual. Dardanius, great name by the way. That they are the prince of wood trolls cannot be denied. But they are too large even for those of their kind that walk occasionally within southern Mirkwood. Let's move into Gladalf. I just butchered that. I've definitely butchered that. But cautiously, we are certain to find the trolls within. Stay alert. The wood trolls will not have become organised enough to exert their influence without help. And there is still a Nazgul somewhere in these lands. Yes, there is. Well, what LOTRO shares with Final Fantasy is that reading the quest makes the game so much better. Yeah, I think, Menno, as well, that's kind of the mentality that I've taken from Final Fantasy XIV, because it is one of those games that, without context, without reading the MSQ, you've got no idea what's going on. And ultimately, in a game like that, if you're not reading the MSQ, it is largely pointless on the basis that it's an RPG first and an MMO second. So yeah, I've kind of translated that across, and I think you'd be doing this game injustice, sorry, if you didn't read some context. I don't read all of the, the side stories and the little fetch quests and stuff. I'm not too worried about that. But the main quests I definitely want to kind of give my eyes to. The earth groans beneath the tread of evil, Dardanius. Great name, by the way. There are wood trolls near. I'm going to stop saying that because I didn't realise how much they reference my name in this game. I thought it'd be a little funny kind of quip every now and again. It's rather annoying. I don't know if I'm fully on board with Yellow Spec Champion right now. We're going to give it a go. These have a lot of health. Mind you, I've got a lot of health. I'm going to assume that's because I'm not in a fellowship and I'm solo at this point. Fierce wood troll. Probably use some of my further attacks here. Oh, go on then. Or approaching from the west, be ready. Legolas, there's one thing you'll learn about me, and that is that I'm always ready. Always. It's like my childhood come true, fighting side by side with Legolas. Right here, by the way. Proof you saw it first. You absolutely saw it first. Fighting with this man as we speak. Right here. I am getting beaten up as we speak, so I'm going to go back to this right now. It's nice to finally be getting some XP, and it looks like our quest reward should fall in line with what we actually need. Okay, I'm ready to proceed as well. The Gladalf was a place of peace in earlier days, but now it's a den of evil, and I will be glad to leave it. Same bro, same. Totes, so imagine if I actually use that in the terminology. Yeah, well, should we take the ring to Mordor? Yeah, totes, let's do it. Same bro, I feel the same, let's do it. Champion is probably one of the better starter classes together with Hunter. Resetting your talents is also free and instant, so easy to try something different. That I have noticed. I must have reset my skill tree probably 3 times now. I've gone from yellow as I started. Oh, you are a big boy. Yeah, I started in the yellow tree, went to red, went back to yellow, went to red. So it must be 4 times because I've now gone back to yellow again. I like the red tree. It's faster, definitely. There's a lot of single target DPS, which is cool. However, when you are mainly playing solo, or so it seems with LOTRO, that especially the first iteration of the game, a lot of the early game seems to be solo, you tend to fight a lot of enemies that are more than one at one time, and I wanted a way to ultimately dispatch them a lot quicker. So it just kind of seemed like single target DPS, even though you do get the odd AoE here and there, just didn't really seem that optimal. So I thought, well, realistically, if I can just focus on a class that has more AoE potential, this is a bit slower, feels a little bit more sluggish, but it seems to do the job. Cool. Come, Legolas. Let's do this. If I can not take a rock to the face, that would be fantastic. For any of you that are watching, do let me know how the stream looks. I'm pretty sure this is our first time properly streaming on YouTube, so yeah, if you guys can kind of let me know audio-wise, quality-wise, make sure nothing's flickering, the webcam, the footage, just let me know. I'm not a professional streamer by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, as long as you guys are having a good time, then I am having a good time too. These trolls are sick though, like, look at them. Like, we actually look at these guys up close and personal. They are hella ugly. Very ugly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am in way over my head at this point. Webcam and audio seems fine. Excellent. Thank you so much for keeping an eye out for that. So once I'm live and everything's running, I can't tell the difference unless I physically watch my own stream, which we have not hit the depths of despair quite that badly just yet. It's to come though. I'm not going to rule it out. I can't lie. How long, Menno, how long have you been playing LOTRO for? Assuming that, of course, from what you've said there, I'm assuming you do. I'm going to assume it's been a fair while. Most people that are playing this game, to any extent now, have probably played for a few years. I have no idea. I'm just sat shooting arrows at this guy's butt. Like, look at me, Legolas. I want to be you. Let me be you, Legolas. Did you hear that? No, I didn't. What was it? Tell me. Oh, look. Look. On and off for about 7 to 8 years. Wow. That's impressive. And when you say on and off, I'm going to assume that's between expansions, patch drops, that sort of thing. Mostly in a casual way though, not really try pushing much for endgame content. It's funny, quite interesting you should say that, because when I really started to take a turning point with LOTRO and really get into it, which ultimately has been over the last month, I was kind of looking at endgame stuff, and as much as it's there, this game seems sort of, because there's so much content between when you first start and ultimately level cap, it seems to be that that's kind of the main bulk of the experience. Yes, there is endgame content, but it seems that most people just enjoy the ride. I don't know if that's true. It definitely seems to be that there seems to be, from my experience, trying to get a group together consistently for some of the early game dungeons, especially level I am now, is almost nigh on impossible. Unless you're constantly spamming in the looking for fellowship group. Like the instance finder almost seems pointless. I don't know if that's a thing or whether I'm doing it wrong. Some foul beast sends these fen crawlers against us. I agree they do.
There is an evil power.
Come now, some beast calls the fen crawlers. We must put an end to this creature if we are to continue with following the tracks through Glado. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's do it. Come now. Up to the north. All yours, Legolas. Let's do this. Yeah, finding groups is hard. Okay, so it's not just me. Is that also then why most quests that say you need a fellowship for this, is that why it gives you such a huge buff if you are on your own? You don't really need a full group to clear most level. So, it's interesting you say that as well, because I've joined groups in this instance finder when I was doing the, is it the Barrow Downs? There's like, I think it's one of the first dungeons you do. And there was people in there that were waiting for like 4 or 5 people, and I couldn't quite work it out because the enemies didn't really seem that difficult. I was like, why are we not just attacking these things? That's where you get the buff. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna assume SSG have kind of gone, right, well, there is a possibility that the people playing this game aren't always going to be able to find a group, therefore we'll give you a buff if you were to solo it, for example. That way it retains players, it doesn't, you know, people don't hit a wall as they're playing. Might just be new. Okay. I do think that had I not had the prior knowledge of a similar sort of game, and I use similar very loosely, if I'd not had that prior knowledge from Final Fantasy, I probably would have, you know, maybe made that mistake myself. But you know, coming from that, there's a lot of early game dungeons that you can kind of do on your own, or at least with, you know, 1 or 2 friends. Most people do it with 3 to 4. You just need a healer and a tank, really. Okay. That's good to know. At least it wasn't me that was just kind of not understanding correctly. What's happening here then, Legolas? Careful now, be on your guard. I'm always on my guard. The guard is never, ever the question. Can't tell if you're trying to be stealthy or if you really need a shit. Either way, I will absolutely help you. No problem. Let's go. More foes are ahead. Your eyesight is phenomenal, Legolas. It's almost like they're in front of me too. Let's go. Big damage. Swing. Swing. I'm so desperate for some more gear. I really am. Perhaps a word of advice for myself. You know, when it comes to early game gear, am I just taking what I can from MSQ? I'm going to assume it's not worth me investing any funds, buying anything. I think we're on is it Evernight? I believe that's what it's called. I could have absolutely murdered the pronunciation of that if that's not what the server is called, so I do apologise, but I believe that's what it's called, Evernight. Cool. I've got you, buddy. Let's go. Fierce wood troll. There's more. Yeah, I'm on the same one. It's the main EU server. Fine. Cool. Yeah, it seems to be quite busy. There seems to be quite a few people about that I can see. I think in certain places, depending on where you are in the MSQ or whatever you're doing, it can be a little bit quieter. But for the most time, you know, if you're in Breland or if you're in, you know, riding past the Shire, you can see quite a few people. Most people craft their own gear or just get from quest/drops. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I just didn't want to, like, drop loads of money in the auction house or at the traders if I don't actually need to. Mind you, if, you know, for any harder content, if it gives you this sort of buff, then surely your gear doesn't really matter too much anyway. Oh, Legolas! Look! Our foe lies... That's not how Legolas sounds at all, so please don't quote that. Ah! Our foe lies ahead! It's the caller of the bog! 14,000 health. Brother, have a day off, please. What are you doing out here with 14,000 health? You need to just relax. What's he doing? What's he doing? Legolas. Legolas. What's he doing? Oh, he's summoning these. Okay, let's deal with these. Deal with these. I don't mean to be that guy, Legolas, but your bow is doing quite literally fuck all at this point. This is all me. This is all me. It doesn't really matter that much for the first 40 to 50 levels or so. Okay, I kind of assume the same. So pretty much in 14, from what I'm used to playing, gear's pretty much the same. Until you get to pretty much level cap, then your gear doesn't really even make a difference then. If you're not running like Tomestone gear or Relic gear, it's kind of pointless. Stop stunning me! You can also up the difficulty by enabling adventure mode, which makes gear more important. That would be really cool, actually. I need to just bear that in mind. Is that going to make... I'm going to assume, when you say difficulty, naturally the enemies are typically buffed. Better drops, more XP, that sort of thing. I'm well jealous you're playing with Legolas. You should be, babe. You should be, because we're fighting side by side right now. In an epic brawl. Me and Legolas, we're fighting some fucking tree roots. No problem. I'm really going to need... Do you know what? Like, I'm really going to need Legolas to put a fire arrow on. One fire arrow would kill this guy, no problem. He's a troll made of wood. Just singe him into nothing at this point. Turning him into ash. Easy. $350 XP? 350 XP from that. Right, just to clarify, he had 15,000 health. Even with a buff, I have 2,898 health precisely, and I've got 350 XP from that. I feel robbed. I feel robbed. Honestly, robbed.
We are nearing the source of the evil.
I knew the moment you defeated the Call of the Bog, Dardanius, but his command over the creatures of the fence suddenly abated. There was something still within Gladalf, for the evil that corrupts this place did not vanish with your defeat of the wood troll that opposed us. There is something else behind this woe. The trail continues down to the east. Okay, fine. I'll let him off. It wasn't the final boss. We'll take our 350 XP and we'll carry on going. No problem. No, do you know what? Actually, I'm still fuming. 350, that is ridiculous. Wait, right, so I've just got 167 XP for killing a fucking tree root. I kill the boss of the swamp, aka, like, Mr. Chad Troll, and I get 350 XP. At least Legolas respects you more for killing him, but yeah, some more rewards would be cool too. I think that's it. I think you need to look past the XP. I think on the basis that Legolas is... even entertaining me at this point is the biggest win. He could be doing this with absolutely anyone, and yet he's hanging out with me because we're best buds. Even against everything he stands for, we are now best buds. And he will never ever get away from me. Even this has got nearly 4,000 HP. That's crazy. That's absolutely Horn of Gondor. My favourite skill. By far. Favourite skill. I love the fact that you cast it and everything else is just like stunned for ages. I say ages, a few seconds, but to me it feels like ages. I just feel really cool when I use it. Knockback on these trees is insane. Okay. What was the old... the very first level cap in LOTRO? Was it what, 50, 60, something like that? Because it does feel like the XP currently, and I know there's probably different ways around it, I'm very new to it, but it feels like the XP is scaled to a level 60 character. This is kind of the sort of slow grind I would expect if I was approaching, 20 levels from a level cap or something like that. Erupted undergrowth. Okay, Legolas. Come now. I feel our final foe lies ahead. I just want you to know going into this battle, Legolas, that even if we get defeated, you will always be my hero. Always. You have softest hair in all of Middle-earth. I just want you to know that. It was 50 at first. Okay, fine. So that would probably make more sense. I don't know if I'm correct. Wow, what are you? Torshak? He's got 17,300 health. Look, Legolas. I'm normally the hype man. I really am, but I don't think we can do this. I think we just leave him. Technically, we're in his territory. We've come into the woods. Let's just leave him. We don't need this beef. We don't need this beef. Alright, okay. I take back everything I said. Let's fuck this up. Yes! Interrupt! Huge damage! Oh, knockback for days. Have some Gondor, bitch. Yeah, take it. Oh, this guy's an absolute bitch. There we go. Excellent. Some more combos. Can you close the window? I can, my darling. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, let me just finish fucking up Torshak here. Torshak the wood troll. Causing me and Legolas, my boy, some issues. I don't know what's going on. I think the server's struggling to keep up with itself. I'm attacking, but nothing's happening. Call on nature. No, interrupt that. I'm smashing interrupt. Oh, 613. Not bad. Not bad. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, Legolas.
Dread has passed.
The Nazgul vanished from my view, but he did not immediately depart. Legend tells that one of the ring wraiths was an Easterling king who had great skill in tracking and stealth. Only the dread that lay heavily upon my heart told of his presence. That now is gone, but the memory is black. It is good that you defeated Torshak, for the Nazgul had given him some power with which to rally wood trolls. In great numbers, they might have threatened Imladris, I'll get it right eventually, itself. I've probably still murdered that. Individually, they are much less of a threat. We should return, Dardanius. Gladolf grows cold and sad. Do you know what? Let's go.
How can I be
I will follow you anywhere, Legolas.
Legolas pursued the Nazgul and hindered his plans to ally with the wood trolls. But the ringwraith escaped. The Nazgul must be found, for he is certainly aware that the One Ring has entered Rivendell, though it is hoped that Elrond's vigil keeps him blind to the secret ways. As long as one of the 9 remains abroad, we cannot hope to leave Rivendell, for neither the ring nor the ring-bearer would pass safely beyond the bounds of the Trollshaws.
Wow. I love that little, like, contextual outro. I think that's so cool. Very cool. There we are. This is a lot more comfortable, isn't it? What are you staring at, Legolas? What is it? Talk to me. Do you know what? For a moment, I thought you were looking at the map. You're not, are you? You're not. You're looking at this beam. You are, aren't you? Is there something in there? He's going to tell me all about it right now. I know he is. We've ended the Nazgul's designs by slaying the wood troll Torshak. But the escape of so great a servant of the enemy casts a shadow upon my heart. Oh, there is some gear here. What do we need? Dagger. Right, so this is the thing. When it comes to gear, as much as it probably doesn't make a difference, like we've discussed up until this point, what should I be taking? What shouldn't I be taking? Because I really do feel like, for example, a bow, as good as it is to have, does it make that much of an impact on the champion? I don't know. I don't know. In terms of, I mean, look at the armor difference on that. That is mental. I definitely feel like that's the upgrade. Item level 42 from 25. That's a pretty nuts jump. I'm not too fussed about the dagger on the basis that that's only 4 levels ahead of what I've currently got. I definitely feel like the trousers are the way to go. So I think that's what we're going to opt in for. What are these? Brilliant Edelharn tokens. That's interesting. I'm going to take these. Let's go for the trousers. Finish now. Oh, what's that? I do not think this is the end of our search for the Nazgul that escaped the waters of Breenan, Dardanius. Indeed, we have only seen the beginning of the trouble he may cause. We must tell Master Elrond what has transpired A task of great secrecy has been set before some of us at Imladris, and I fear we've been too long delayed already. Speak to Master Elrond inside the last homely house and tell him of our journey into the lair of Torshak and what we beheld there. The time for delay is past. Excellent. Okay, let's do it. For champions, it's mostly might and vitality. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, bro. That's mighty helpful because otherwise... Right, so the stat that I've got on there, 23 agility, is that largely pointless for a champion? I'm going to assume it is. Because I should be wearing heavy armor, right? Or does it not matter? I'm going to put it on anyway because ultimately the armor's different. I haven't really played champion past... Let me just move this. How do I move this? Like, this fucking emoji thing in the way. That's annoying. How do I move that? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Oh well. Past 50. Okay. Yeah, sorry, there's like a little, like, in like chat, because I've not signed in, there's like a little love heart that's like in the way. Cool. Right, let's change it. Does that give us... Actually, that should boost our defense a little bit, right? So we're off to see Elrond. Okay, so let's head out of here. Yeah, perhaps I need to sign in to get rid of that, because that's really annoying. The fact that that's just hanging around. Okay. So we are... I'm slowly getting my bearings. I'm kind of getting used to where everything is on the map a little bit. I feel like in early game, it's very easy to get lost. You can still get things from agility and even willpower. You just get most out of might. Right, okay. So, much like most MMOs, I'm going to assume certain classes have certain attributes that are just more potent for that particular class over and above something else. One thing I will say about LOTRO is they absolutely nail the music. The music and the scene setting in this game is unbelievable. It's so good. So good. And even though a lot of people comment on the graphics of this game, because it's an older game and all that shit, visually, I think it looks fantastic. I really do. I feel like it's not... I mean, if we were playing fucking Minecraft or Roblox or something, yeah, I'd understand, but it's not a bad-looking game by any stretch of the imagination. It's slower. It's absolutely... It's a slower MMO, for sure. But it's not a bad-looking game. I think it completely depends on the class, what a stat gives. You can check it at the character panel. Can I? Might. Character panel. Offense. Critical. Okay, I see. Might. 190 points. What do we get from agility? Vitality. Ah, okay, I see. Right, okay, so might. So from what I can see here, the breakdown being that might gives me 3 lots of 192 across various different skills. I get 3 lots of 130 from agility. 2 lots from that. And then it scales down from there. So will, for example, is pointless on this particular class. Or maybe not pointless. Pointless is probably the wrong word to use. It's just not as effective. Fate, non-combat power regen. I'm not totally familiar with the terminologies, but... Music is great. Oh, God, yeah, the music's great. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Elrond, my friend, are you here? One thing that a lot of people don't give props to this game for, so they'll basically, like, gaslight Final Fantasy XIV in the sense that, oh, you know, it's this, it's that, it's really good. Everything in that game is zone-based. Pretty much everything in the game is zone-based. With LOTRO, I can run from here and leave it on auto-run for the next 3 hours, and I will, ultimately, unless I walk into something, I will traverse seamlessly across the whole map, which is incredible because it just does wonders for your immersion of the game. To me, when I play video games, especially MMOs, I like to get lost in the world. It's an escape. It's an escape from reality. So to be able to then just lose yourself in what you're doing, I think that's a massive tick in my box for sure. Ron, what are you saying, my friend? Okay, I'm glad to hear your news, Dardanius. Do not grieve over much for the loss of the Nazgul. His fell designs with the wood trolls were ended by your brave actions and the skills of Legolas. What? Skills of Legolas? I'm sorry. Are you forgetting that I was there, Elrond? Are you forgetting that Legolas done, well, nothing, really. His bow did no damage. He had no fire arrows, therefore he couldn't end the wood trolls particularly quickly, but fine. Due to the skills and actions of Legolas, we survive. Yes, your encounter with the Nazgul has revealed to me what I must do. I will speak with Gandalf, for the errand of which you heard whispers has become all the more urgent because of the news you bring. For you, though, I would ask that you keep your attention focused on the Nazgul. That I can do. We have got what here? What's this? Looks like an earring. What have you got for us, Elrond? So, let's drag and drop that, because every time I click this, rather than it replace the slot that has the worst item, it automatically replaces the top slot, which is a mildly... That's a massive jump to our HP as well. It's about 100 hit points. Yeah, LOTRO is great for that. In my opinion, no other MMO beats the Lord of the Rings IP too. Oh, God. I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. I think as a kid growing up around the Lord of the Rings universe and Middle-earth and playing, I can't for the life of me, was it a Middle-earth game? I think it may have been Middle-earth on the PS2. Possibly. I think playing that early on, my dad got it for me. I can't remember the name of it now, it escapes me. Ever since then I've been hooked on it. And then watching all the films. And then I've just started reading the, I say reading, listening to the Audible series of the Tolkien books. All the way from the Silmarillion through the Hobbit. Yeah, to ultimately what is the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship books as well. I'll return, quite possibly. Yeah, the name completely escapes me. I'll find it at some point. I'll find it. It was a PlayStation 2 game, and it was bloody fantastic. It really, really was fantastic. Journey to the campsite. So wait, am I? Let's just check here. Is this an epic quest? So one thing that I struggled with when first learning how to play this game was learning how to track what is an epic quest and what is not. Because now, for example, on my quest tracker, the chapter books, the books, those quests have gone, which I can only assume we've got to the end of said chapter. Is this now an epic quest that I need to now follow to unlock the next books? Because the amount of times that I've not taken a quest, gone somewhere to do something, and then been like, I don't really know where my MSQ is anymore. And then had to kind of go on the LOTRO wiki to find it and then kind of like backtrack. So if anyone knows that, let me know, because I don't really want to follow this quest if it's not. I would assume, because I'm going to assume it's kind of led on from where we were. Every epic quest has the epic tag in front of it. Okay. Well, on that basis, then, I'm not seeing show all epic quests, show completed. Book 4. The next. Okay. So, for example, let's just say that that particular quest there is not an epic quest. As I've just got that from speaking to Elrond, there is every opportunity that the location that it takes me to could have the next epic quest there. Is that what we're saying? Just so I'm clear. That might sound like a really stupid question. Journey to the campsite at Gayrond in the angle of Mithathel? I probably murdered that as well. Elra here is concerned. Okay, right, fine. Let's just go outside. It definitely can be a bit confusing, that's for sure. Because I'm pretty sure if I speak to him...
Dark days are coming.
Yeah, he's only got repeatable quests now. Okay. Fine. Fine. Eric, I appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Really cool to have you on board. Welcome. Thank you for that, dude. Okay. Let's head outside. Let's head outside to... Oh, there's Bilbo's room. I never knew that was there. Cheeky. Also, one thing I did want to ask to people that are more in the know. I unlocked a skill earlier, this particular one, called Boast. It says, Tales of your heroic acts draw cheers from the crowd. It has a 2-minute 30-second cooldown, and when I press it, it does this. And it seems to have absolutely no effect on anything whatsoever, and then goes on cooldown. Am I missing something? Is there something that I really should know about that skill? Is it pointless? Is it more just a emote kind of fantasy thing? Am I supposed to use it in combat? Am I going to get laughed at if I use it in combat? That's always, yeah, that's kind of baffled me a little. I unlocked it earlier. I was like, yes, I've got a new skill. Yes, can't wait to use it. And then I'm like, well, this does nothing. It causes allies to cheer. It's more like an, okay, fine. So I'm going to leave it there just because I feel like it would be funny. So if I press that, they automatically emote. They kind of like react off of the back of me pressing that. Because surely I could time that at a really inconvenient time when everyone is in the depths of despair in a dungeon, and I could hit that and everyone would just cheer. There'd be tears streaming down their face as they're in pain as they're dying, and they would be forced to cheer. That's when the cynical part of my brain goes with that, that's for sure. I'm not sure the extent as to what I can actually do with that, but right, so for anyone that has just joined, we are now on the way to hopefully our next epic quest. We've just finished up with Elrond and Legolas fighting some horrible, nasty wood trolls. Finished cutting them down. Legolas got all the glory for it. I got absolutely fuck all in terms of praise and experience. And Elrond's basically said, thanks, but you know, you're done here. So we're now well on our way to where we need to head next. I really need to use the Stable Masters a lot more often. Also, I'm not into... Might lift the mood and win... yeah, just like a morale boost. Is there any way that I can click on these quests here and find them on the map? Or is it a case that I have to go, right, this is at the angle, and then do I have to kind of scroll down? Because it doesn't seem to be that easy to locate where the quest... If they're not in your like particular region, I'm going to assume we're going perhaps down here somewhere. That's, yeah. That's a lot to be said. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, is it not difficult to kind of work out where things are? Especially initially, you know? Because I actually can't see on the... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that would be it. Is that tiny little... That is such a small marker. No way. No way is that the marker. Can you see that? Right there. Right there. That's where we need to go. So I need to get the stable master to Gayron. Okay. Okay. I'm looking up like I cannot. I can't see this. For the life of me, I cannot. I'm like, I'm blind. I'm legally blind. Just so you know, man, I'm gonna use that ability now because of you in every single dungeon that I get in. And it will always be at the part where I feel like we're gonna die. I'm just gonna lift everyone's spirits and just gonna make this the most pointless skill ever. It is, I think they're just kind of stuck with the old UI. See, the thing is for me, like, I really like the layout. Like, I really do. I love the layout of LOTRO. I love the map design. I love the world. There's kind of quirkiness to the jankiness. Does that make sense? I think LOTRO being a bit old and rough around the edges is almost kind of like part of its ID at this point. You motherfucker. Of course, I haven't actually discovered it, so fine. Have we got this? Oh, we've got the camp. That's fine. Let's just swift travel there. They're slowly updating maps, etc. Though. See, right, so I found out that... I think I read a post, actually, that there was some graphical changes to some of the older areas to kind of bring them up to the standard of the newer maps and the newer areas. I don't know how true that is. I do think they're still making a few little iterations, which is crazy after, what, 17-ish years? 16, 17 years to still have that kind of support is pretty nuts. I also, on a side note, on the back of this Amazon re-release of a Lord of the Rings IP MMO, I don't want to be a pessimist, but I think it's going to crash and burn. Because if there's one thing that you will learn from people that play these sort of games, is there's two things. So, A, people are incredibly invested in this game, just sheerly down to time. It's sunken cost, right? People have spent so much time, so much money, memberships, they've met friends, they've met family, they've met all sorts of people in this game. So they're not going to want to then sort of do away with all of that time. You think, you know, you've put all of that time and effort in, you're not going to want to just jump across to the next thing. And B, there's a certain charm to this sort of world as well. Whatever Amazon makes, it's going to be more like a New World sort of setup, which, you know, as I said in one of my previous videos, yes, New World looked pretty, but if you had a pretty box with nothing in it, it's still a pretty box with nothing in it. It's still ultimately going to be shit. So I really do feel like they're kind of treading on eggshells a little bit with that. Yeah, the game still gets updated, and even new quest packs. It's just slow because the development, yeah, so they're under a small team, which is completely understandable. Wow, wow, that looks absolutely incredible. Look at that in the background. I find myself doing this so often when playing this game. It's just stopping and just turning the HUD off and just taking everything in. Like the mist, broken ruin in the background. We go first person here. Wow, man. Yeah, love that. Love that a lot. Definitely. It's one of the newer zones, so it looks a lot better. Oh, this area is? Oh, wow. I have gone... Well, first of all, I've gone past where I need to go. So this area here, then, is one of the newer zones, right? What's this called? The angle of Methel. Methethel? I'm slaughtering this. Absolutely slaughtering this. So, let's make sure we get Stable Master. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's maybe like a year old or so. Oh, wow, that's really cool. This is very impressive, though. Seeing the fog and kind of the... That's... Wow, yeah. My brother was right to ask us to come here, Dardanius. I cannot long stay, but what I have seen reveals that the land is unsettled. Something stirs in the wind. Correction. Something stirs in the wild. The lands between the rivers is not densely populated, but the folk here must be protected. Can I ask that you do this? Not a problem. For you, Eladan.
Mind my words.
Anything. Okay. Welcome to Horde Ethaid, the Tomb of Kingdoms. This is Gayrond, a camp from which we watch over the northern reaches of the Angle. You have arrived just in time. My father has called me to his side, but I've been loath to leave the Angle, and there is much work to do. If you're able to take up my task, however, I will return to Rivendell with a lighter heart. South of this camp, perched high above the river, is Itheldir. Long have swarming enemies defiled the once grand stronghold of Noldor. I bid you travel up the winding way to Itheldir. Somewhere outside the gates you will find my scout. Merryleg? I mean, who's making these names? Who has been waiting for my assistance. Deliver to her this letter of introduction and lend her what aid you may. No problem. No problem at all. Cool, so... Still haven't got our epic quest, but that's not the end of the world. Relics of Lost King. Whoa! What have we got here? Absolutely will do your quest. Not a problem at all. What else we got? What have you got? Ghostly Roads? Find the elderly couple. Yeah. Perfect. Guys, just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go and get a drink, and I will be right back. Okay? I won't be long. Hello, hello. Cool. Oh. Wow, yeah. That's good. That's good. Okay, so where do we get up to? But it's so hard to see where we actually are. Do you know why it's so hard to see where I am? Because I'm not even looking in the right place. That's why. Oh. Hey, you wanna go outside? You wanna go outside, big boy? Yeah? You wanna go outside? Sorry for being rude here, guys. Cool. Right, I'm all yours. So, the zone you're in now is level 40 plus, though. Ooh. Are we going to struggle here? I feel like we might. I really feel like we might. Okay, well, look. We managed to escape a level 39 dragon, so on the basis that we've done that, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing just fine. There you are. Look at you just tucked away in the... Do you know what? Actually, look at... Your head and body could not be much more camouflaged if they tried. You did not want to be found. However, I have found you.
What can I do for you?
Eladan sent you, has he? He writes that you have helped our cause and are to be trusted. Very well. If you are of a mind to, I could certainly use the aid. No problem.
Mind my
Never a
words,
problem.
traveller.
You stand below the ruins of Etheldia, stranger. Once a great stronghold of my people, it now lies rotting and crumbled. Servants of the enemy have infiltrated those once formidable walls and sullied the grounds. You seek to aid our cause? ? Do what you may to thin their ranks, and I shall reward you greatly. Keep an eye out for their captain as well. Heard tell he is a nasty brute. Fine. Well, bring him on. Bring him on. Oh, right. Their names are very red. Very red. We just go for it. Oh, just go for it. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Let's just do this. Disease? No. What is that? I don't like that. Do not disease me, please. Oh, these guys are getting melted. Oh, no problem. Yeah, we'll interrupt that. Interrupt that. Okay, we'll break out of that. No problem. Wow, this is my first time actually fighting proper orcs. You're so ugly as well. They are so ugly. I love... Look at this stronghold. This is so fucking cool. I'm going to use that. Buff our XP a little. This is wicked. Yeah, don't be casting that, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm so impressed with this. I can't tell you how good this feels to be in this area right now. How much XP are these guys dropping, by the way? I haven't actually been tracking it. 350. So I got the same XP from him as I did the other boss. That's crazy. We need to be making our way over this way, though. We need to watch our health here. Okay, good. Top up on that. Excellent. Okay. Has he buffed himself there? What's the deal with that? Let's deflect. Let's use one of our potions here. Okay, these guys in red are really not vibing with us right now. They are not enjoying us being here. Let's heal out of that. Horn of Gondor! Get stunned, bitch. Yes. Right. Okay, so are you healing them? What are you doing? No, you're just poisoning shit. Okay, don't cast that. Don't cast that. Thank you. I think... Orc, that you're level 40. I don't think I should fuck with that. Should I? Did I? Fuck it, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come here, bitch. Come here, bring it. Level 43, no problem. No problem. Easiest fight of my life. Okay, right, he's actually doing some strong damage. Okay, we need to probably be a little bit careful here. Okay, we've got a heal. Our heal's ready. Okay, hit the heal. Can we get some damage over time going? It's half health. Okay, be mindful of that. Pop a potion if we can. Okay, we've not got a heal back in time. We're going to have to kind of leg it a little bit here. Is our potion going to be back up? Can we pull him away a little bit? Oh, he's still hitting me. This is not good. I'm going to die. 100% I'm going to die. Am I going to die? No. Okay, we'll just use this attack. We just oh, I couldn't get it off in time. No! Is he going to fully heal? Oh, motherfucker, he's gone back. And we need to repair. This is not good. Okay. Here's the plan. We kill one of these little enemies here. Will that tick it off? I really thought we could get our bracing attack off there. Am I going to do any damage to this guy on the basis that my gear is kind of damaged? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I thought if I could get that off and heal my way out of it a little bit, I might be able to kill him. We're definitely going to need to grind some more for that. In fact, it might be worthwhile us running down to do these two bits here before we tackle that boss. I feel like that might be a little bit just out of our clutches. I don't really want to keep buying these mithril coins either. Like I think I bought like 20 with some LOTRO points that I had from my VIP, and I actually haven't bought any more after that. Can you repair through anyone? You can, okay. Right, please repair my shit. Have you done the questing in Evendim? Might bring you up enough. Do you know what? It's a very good point. How do I find that out? Without sounding like incredibly dumb. How do I find out what I've got and what I haven't got? So this is the Troll Shores. Right, this is where I'm going, right? Fine. What's the fastest way for me to get there? Yeah, I don't... Do you know what? It's funny you should say that. I don't think I actually have. That's definitely the better way to go, isn't it? Okay. Do I have a fast travel for that? I'm going to assume I can't take a stable master that far. Can I?
Greetings to you.
No, just from Bree. Okay. So if I wanted to quickly get to Bree from here, what's my fastest route? Because I've got 2 milestones, one of which is at Ostgaruth in the Lone Lands. So would it be Lone Lands to Bree Land and then up? Is that probably the quickest way to go? I would also assume then I'm better off to, once I move to a new area, to move my milestone at the same time. Rather than get stuck in an area that it doesn't ultimately need to be in. Fine. Okay. So let's do that then. Yeah, that is a far better option. I like that idea a lot more. A lot more. I think wait, so I can take a stable master from here, can I? To Bree. Okay. Yeah. So do you know what it's because it's these little finicky things that you just don't know. Look how dumb I am. I haven't even got the stable master. How funny. Now I have. Oh, we can. So we can go to Lonelands. So let's go to South Bree. I'm just going to use my last mithril coin. Like, I'm sorry, it's just going to happen, and then I'll just get the stable master then. Intelligence would tell you that clicking on stable masters is a good thing to do. Me on the other hand, absolutely not. I obviously look at them and go, oh, I don't need to actually speak to you. You'll just teleport me wherever, and yeah. So I would actually argue that I probably haven't got the stable masters for where I need to go either. Did you take the Bree stable master? Yes.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, I'm here now. So we need to go from Bree to where now? It's a must. I do well. I do like doing it. I do like walking around. However, it is. Oh wow. So when you're at a hub city, like Bree, for example, you have options to take stable masters to a much wider reach. Is that right? For example, if I'm in a certain zone, like where we just were, you can just go up to the North Downs. Ah. North Downs. Oh, where? I wish I could see the North Downs. I'm being so dumb. I don't think I've actually got it. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't think I've got it. Yeah, it's not looking. It's not looking good. I can't lie. It's not looking good. Where else have we got? What's this? Shire? Could go to the Shire, right? And then go up. That might be the best way. Yeah, I desperately need to be... You just take the main road up from Bree. Southern Bree Fields. Okay, so quite literally, I just follow that up to the North Downs. Is that right? Shire works too. Okay, let's do you know what? Let's do the Shire. Yeah, or else we're literally going to get nowhere. I love this. This is absolutely such a bop.
How do you do?
There we go. Look, there's just another stable master that I've quite clearly not bothered to get because walking is excellent. Okay, cool. So we are going to the wrong way. We need to turn around, brother. We need to go this way, and we are going to get this stable master. We're going to get this stable master, and we are going to go up here. That little like fiddle, kind of that guitar medley. Very cool. I like it a lot. I would say when you first play this game, when you come across the Shire, this is definitely one of those areas that first make you sit back and go, wow, okay, this is definitely Lord of the Rings. Like, as much as you know you're playing it, this really is Lord of the Rings, and it looks so fucking cool. It's so good. Cool, we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the ride, I think. I've got no end of these chests as well, as you can see. I've done nothing with. Don't know what they are. The reason why I haven't touched them is I really feel like any gear that I would get from them at this level would be largely pointless. And if it does provide decent gear, I really don't want to open it just yet because of that reason. This area is so beautiful. It's just so vibrant and so nice. Oh, okay, let's go down here. Look at this. Oh my god. Wow. The absolute expanse of this. There you go. Have a stable master I haven't got.
How do you do?
Yeah, I'm very well. Even better for speaking to you. They've absolutely nailed the water in this game, haven't they? Look at this. Because normally in a lot of games, if the graphics are suffering, like, wow, look at the reflections on that. If the graphics are suffering, it's normally the water that kind of takes a dick in first, but the water is gorgeous in this. That really is so nice. Anyway, enough of staring at landscape. Let's actually do something. Right, onwards to the next stable master. If you ever feel like more running, you can do all of the pie and postman delivery quests. You get a cool title in the Shire. Cool. That's like a little side quest venture then, I'm going to assume. That would be quite cool. I've not really looked into many of the titles and what's rare and what weapons and what armor you can get. I just thought I kind of want to leave myself a few surprises, you know, because I don't truthfully, like, if you hadn't have suggested going to Evendim to level up, never even would have crossed my mind. Well, I wouldn't even know how to get there. That's the thing. And I also think, not speaking out of turn slightly, because again, I am sort of fairly new. In fact, it will say down here how much time. So I've played 1 day, 16 hours and 37 minutes of this game, which is, yeah, you know, not even 50 hours of the game yet. And I often feel like I've stuck around. I feel like I've been playing for a long time. But I can imagine when newer players come into the game and they don't know which areas to be in, they don't know how to get there or where to be. That's quite a big barrier to entry. That can put a lot of people off. Especially when you do inevitably run into areas like we just were, where you shouldn't really be there. You know, it is a 40+ zone. Be interesting to see how many people kind of stop playing after a certain point and where. This area is just fantastic, man. I love the Shire. I really do. Just so cool. Come on another stable master. Let's grab you.
What do you need?
That's why most people try to be welcoming, because we've all been there. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's really, really cool to see. And yeah, it's interesting as well, because as much as it can feel like, if you let your brain think a certain way, it can feel like a pain in the ass having to run everywhere and having to progress slowly and having to traverse the land fairly slowly if, for example, if you don't get the stable masters. But I think too many games these days give you too many fast travel options, like in Final Fantasy XIV. You know, because I reference that because that's basically all I've ever known. When you've got aetherite crystals and pretty much everywhere you go, you've got access to teleport instantaneously for basically no monetary value at all. And it kind of just stops you exploring. Like, even though the world is probably built fantastically and the art style is great, it stops you enjoying all that. Like, I would have missed all of this, for example. Like, if I didn't have to run around the Shire. Look at this. Like, it's just, wow. It's just cool. It's just really cool. Yeah, we're definitely in Evandon now. Hell. Especially with that little kind of siren vocal in the background there. Very cool. Very cool. Stable Master is here.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello to you indeed. I am going to set a milestone here, actually. Yeah, let's bind that. Yeah, the world in LOTRO has really been built for. It's really been built for walking around and exploring, and there are also plenty of deeds that just focus on exploring ruins and old lore things. And again, yeah, that's really cool to kind of pay homage to and reward people for exploring the world that you make and building a world that ultimately people want to explore. Because it's one thing rewarding someone, but it's also it's a big task to get people in an MMO to want to explore your world, to not just want to rush the next level or rush to endgame or rush the next boss. I think as MMO players, you almost get taught, like, from the very beginning, like, oh, you just need to just ignore everything, get straight to endgame, and then that's it, and it's done, you know? Whereas this, right, like, to be honest, like, apart from getting my ass kicked, I could quite happily be level 36 forever. Really, I really don't care. I don't care, I just quite like just existing, playing the game. Yeah, it's a nice experience. And even the membership side of things, like, I pretty much subscribed to VIP straight away, not because I felt like I had to, but I wanted to. Like, I spent, you know, more than enough time in the game already, and I've had kind of my my time's worth of gameplay that it's only fair that I then support the game as well, because without people supporting it, it's you know, it's never going to have the potential to grow to more than what it is now. Which seems a silly statement, because obviously it's been going for years. It's why many people keep coming back to LOTRO. At least, yeah, God, yeah, absolutely. I feel like we should do all these for sure.
Could I take a moment of your
Yes, you can take all these. So like little quests like this, apart from tidbits of lore here and there, I'm going to assume I'm not really missing out on too much in terms of stacks. Because the fetch quests, I'm going to be honest, I really don't bother reading. The main story stuff, I try and take in as much as I can. But side quests, yeah, I mean, this is level 30, look, it's not even worth attacking that at this point. It will quite happily attack me, though. Very brave. I wish, so you see on my map here, I've got the mouse cursor, sorry, over this little circle objective. I really wish that just flashed up with the title of the quest that you were on, just so you got a rough idea as to what you're actually doing. That was very mean. I really feel like you should not do that. Thank you. Spider Slayer. Corpse of Spider. Mostly filler quests. Bound to The zone story. Okay. That's fine. I just didn't want to miss out on anything like crazy. Continue. Examine the corpse of the spider. I mean, we're getting tidbits of XP here. Nothing crazy, but that's to be expected. These are 5 levels lower than us, so that's fairly normal. $52 XP. So we've done what we need to do here. We can probably wrap this up here, actually. Another observation that I made quite early on, especially when playing Champion, because you unlock it fairly early, is the shouts. The shouts, the battle cries, and the screams in this game are phenomenal. They're so good. It just sounds so, like, blood-curdling, you know. Really cool. What is that? What? That's cool. Very cool. Okay, what we're doing in this area, collect white sand. So this sand looks white. Let's go and collect us some white sand. Collecting. Excelente. Norbog. Let's give you a little bonk with our hammer. Thank you. What's the deal with these perks? Someone introduced me to these a couple of days ago, and they were like, "Look, if you use your destiny points on your perks," I'm like, "No, like I have no idea what this is." Because it's quite hidden. Like it's not the most obvious thing. How do you do you unlock these points just through questing? Because I seem to have dropped down a few. Then some, you know, some have been added as well. But they also change with your race. Dwarves yell in whatever that's. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Kudul. I'm going to ignore the Z. Minstrel can also use many different instruments to change the sounds of the skills. I'm playing Mariner right now with Shand. That's so cool. So, for example, my champion would have a different shout to, like, well, a dwarf, like a warden, maybe, something like that. You get them daily. VIPs use them for a small temporary bonus stat. Ah, so it is purely and solely linked to VIP. So if I was free to play, I have no access to any of those whatsoever. Is that right? Sandfly. White sand. What else are we doing here? Salamander. Oh god, what have you just spewed on the floor there, my friend? Doesn't look very nice. I am on fire, and not in a good way. Sure, it's VIP out. Right, okay. Okay. Yeah, I also, when I first signed up to VIP, I got, I think it's like 500 LOTRO points, which I think you get, I think it's a recurring thing monthly. And you know what? For the money you pay for a VIP membership, the money's worth you get back in LOTRO points alone, I think is worth its weight in gold. I really do. We need 7 more of these. 7 more piles of white sand. Okay. Oh, okay. So we also ticked off another side quest there in the background, which is nice. What is this? Flickering Limraffen? Can I attack you? I can attack you, but you are just a ball of gas. Wow, what's the deed there then? That's cool. I had no idea what they were. Very cool. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. So, we still need some white sand. Now, being as we're on the beach, I would assume there'd be some here. There is some over here. We're just not exploring far enough. I must admit, when I made my first character, it was actually a hunter, I believe, which is the ranger class. It was an elf. And you do this really cool quest where you kind of go into... There's almost like a cellar that's got loads of spiders in it, and then right at the back of the cellar / ruins, there's this massive, like, mother spider. Massive female spider. And it is like so true to form as well. And even though it's like a couple of pixels in an MMO and I'm not scared of spiders in real life at all, it does make you sit there and go, wow, that's a pretty fucking big spider. I can't remember what area it is for the life of me, but I just remember going down into this kind of, into this house. Elf Hunter is everyone's first character. Yeah, no, definitely. I soon didn't really get on with the class, though. I don't know why. I don't think I gave it enough time, truthfully. But you are right, yeah. It's the same as like playing like Skyrim, for example. Everyone just plays as a stealth archer all the time. It doesn't matter like how many playthroughs you make. Everyone's a stealth archer all the time. Righto. Let's go and hand this in. Yeah. So, moving forward, we actually don't fuck with cliffs anymore, because I learnt that the hard way. I decided that it was a great idea. You're not NPCs. Stop having green names, please. You lead me into a false sense of security. Oh, we are in for it now. This is the chief captain. Oh, boys, gather round. You guys are about to meet the Horn of Gondor. Have that. Oh, yes. Oh, wow, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Give me that. I'll be taking this. Thanks, chumps. Okay, we're out of here. We are out of here. Busted in, robbed their shit, and we're off. Which is the best way out of here? Up. Up and across. Yeah, I do feel like Elf Hunter is definitely the go-to. I wonder why.
Can't a body be left alone?
Finish now.
Might I speak with you a moment? Well,
Bloody hell, you've done some travelling.
Might I have a word with you?
Sure.
Just a moment. Could I take a moment?
There we go. Level 37. What points we got? Great Cleave increases AoE damage. 5% of Great Cleave's area effect. What have we got here? Ardent Rage. Increases further generated by Battle Frenzy. Max rank lowers the cooldown of Battle Frenzy. Replaces further regeneration effect. The more powerful version. Battle Acuity. So many skills. So many. I feel like we should at least put one in that. That's for sure. I'm still not sure in terms of virtues what's the go-to. I saw someone say that loyalty was sort of fairly good. Yeah, loyalty being there. I've just kind of gone with ultimately what was the highest level at the time. Right, I have no idea how I unlock these, by the way. Some of them have just appeared and I've just put them on. I don't know what any of them really do. Okay. So, we'll just hit level 37. Do we finish off these quests? And then potentially go... I guess it'd be too early to go back to where those orcs were. I feel like we'd still get our ass handed to us. Especially with that captain.
How may I help you?
What do you need?
I feel like that captain would really do us in.
Could I take a moment of your time?
You can check in the class race tab of your deed book through deeds. Okay.
Good day.
Class
Might I have a
race
word
tab.
with you?
Deed book. There was a deed book somewhere. There it is. Class race. LOTRO points. Oh, I see. So is that ultimately what these are? Okay. Okay, right.
Good day.
Let's do as many of these as we can.
Stay and have some tea.
Might I have a word with you? Might I speak with you a moment?
There's so many quests. Look at all these quests. Oh, it's a huge area. Huge. Bottom of the book and more tabs. Epic, race, social, reputation, class. Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely correct. Yeah, it's not overly visible at all, is it really? Absolutely. Okay, so what's the deal here? So spiders, scales, Norbog shells. All right. Have we got anything to do? It's really quite difficult to track in a way. Yeah, in a way, kind of what you're doing per quest and what you're not. Like, especially the map right now, it's covered in quest stuff. Chest? Are we going down here for this chest or not? Ah, no, okay, that's what we're here for. I'm surprised you managed to reach level... Yeah. I don't know if that's bravery or stupidity or both, to be honest. I was adamant when I first started playing this game. I was like, if I'm going to play this, I'm going to play it the correct way. I'm not going to play any skips. I'm going to read the story, take it all in. And yeah, it's been a bit of a slow burn, but at the same time, it's been more enjoyable that way. And I know when I do get to a certain level and reach a certain point in the game that I'm yeah, going to be proud of that, and I really wanted that. I really wanted to kind of learn the game and take it all in the right way. What are we doing with this exactly? Talk to Ronald. Okay, Ronald. Have I spoken to you? I think I have. I think I have. Everyone in this little village is so happy. What could you possibly be so happy about? Need to tone that enthusiasm down a little bit.
Might I have a
Right,
word?
I'm not going to accept that just yet. No, we're going to leave that for the time being.
Been a foul day, it has. Might I speak with you a moment?
Okay. Let's get rid of some of those bits. So, right, let's go and do some spiders. We are going to finish up, I think, these quests and just park it there for the time being tonight. It's getting pretty late here. I've got some commitments tomorrow, but the streams are being quite regular now. I was streaming a couple of times on Twitch, didn't really like it that much, but it's nice to kind of keep everything on YouTube. So if you have subscribed on YouTube, for anyone that is watching this, all streams from now on will be on YouTube. Just easier. You can see the VOD. You've not got to worry about changing a different platform just to watch it. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. There's also some more content for you guys to watch as well. You know, I don't know how long it stays on YouTube for. I don't know if it's indefinite. I'm not sure, but either way, I feel like it's a lot. Most of my audience, so to speak, is over here. So why would I separate it? Also, fairly sure the quality on YouTube is a lot better than Twitch. We're able to stream at 8,000 bitrate on YouTube, whereas Twitch is limited to 6. So hopefully that has some sort of effect. Okay, spiders, 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 spiders. Yeah, mainly addressing you here, Menno. But thank you for chilling and just hanging out for as long as you have. Like, you owe me absolutely nothing whatsoever, and there's probably 1,000,001 streams that you could tune into that are definitely far better and far more entertaining, far more knowledgeable than I. But yeah, either way, nonetheless, I appreciate you hanging out. That's for sure. You are a spider. You need to come here so I can bonk you over the head with my massive battle hammer. That is not an innuendo. Do not take that out of context. You are also a spider. You also need to come here. Oh, is there enough for you for a bit of Horn of Gondor action? Yes, take it. Horn of Gondor! As a captain. Okay. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy that. Oh, yes. Fucking take it. Okay. You deserve the view. Really enjoyed the past few videos you made. That's really, really kind of you, mate. Really kind of you. Look, listen, I've only got 2 real interests when it comes to gaming, and both of them are fairly retro. I have a massive passion for Phantasy Star Online, which is why I've made a couple of videos regarding that. And Lord of the Rings has now far surpassed my expectations to where I do not want to play any other MMO ever. I just want to grind this game. Not even grind it. I hate when people use the word grind because it always seems like a chore. And it's not. It's not a chore to play this game at all. It's actually quite a release. It's just fun to play this game. So yeah, I will purely and only make content pretty much on this. Reason being is, as much as I love Phantasy Star Online, it is old, even older than this. You know, it doesn't really have much of a following these days. The YouTube algorithm doesn't really do that well for it, and I don't also want to offset anyone that really enjoys the LOTRO content, because you know, if you start to gain a bit of momentum with one game and one audience, you know, you don't want to kind of pull them from pillar to post. So yeah, it will be predominantly Lord of the Rings Online going forward, which is really cool, because I've got quite a few videos planned. I'm kind of more into quality over quantity. Try and get sort of 1, maybe 2 out a week if I can. But I also don't just like uploading for the sake of uploading. But no, I appreciate your comment on that. Very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. I actually started watching, when I first started playing this game, Louis 7. He was the first Lord of the Rings Online YouTuber that I ever watched. And one thing that I kind of took from his videos is how fucking nice he seems. Like, he just seems really like relaxing and mellow, and like I was watching the videos, I was like, being like mesmerized. But he's very, very knowledgeable on the game. He's played for a long time, so I kind of learned a lot of stuff from there. And then just speaking to you guys over the last few days, really playing Lord of the Rings, has just, yeah, learned so much in the mere 50 hours. Not even that, mere 50 hours that I've played in this game. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm also spending so much time playing it, is because how can you comment on a game that you know nothing about? You know, I'm playing a game that people have played for tens of thousands of hours, so it's very hard for me to enter a space of content and come out with informative videos when I know nothing about the game. And that's why I've kind of made a more opinionated spin on my videos. You know, I kind of want it to be more like I'm a new player. This is kind of what you experience as a new player in Lord of the Rings Online. Because there's a lot of negativity regarding LOTRO, and I really don't understand it. I think it's criminally underrated. Criminally. We need some hunters. Hunters to round these, there's one. There's one. Round these quests up. Okay. Spiders in this game make a bloody horrible noise as well. It is awful. Ram's foot slasher. Is that a goblin? Ram's foot slasher. Interesting. What are you, my friend? What are you? I also think, you know, in the very, very long run, if this channel happens to go anywhere, I'd love for the momentum to be behind Lord of the Rings Online, because, you know, this game needs more people. Not because it's dying by any stretch of the imagination, but it needs people to see this game, because currently the only people that see this game is, oh, it's an old game, it's a World of Warcraft clone, or whatever shit people say about it. It's not like that at all. It's a totally different experience. Most people that play the game agree with a lot of negativity. There is just nothing else that really does what LOTRO does. It's a shame this game doesn't have more players. Exactly right, and that's kind of exactly what I was saying, you know, in my videos. I wasn't just talking shit. It's I really cannot fathom sometimes why people aren't playing this game. Like, yes, it's a little bit older, it's a little bit more rough around the edges, but that's what makes it so fucking good. You know, if graphics and mechanical ability in a game were the only things that made a difference, then people wouldn't play old school RuneScape. They wouldn't play EverQuest. They wouldn't play Ultimate Online. Everyone would just play the brand new titles. You know, why do you think people are currently swarming to the likes of Palworld, for example? Because they're sick. They're sick of all the new stuff that promises them everything and delivers nothing. And that's what I love about Lord of the Rings Online. Yes, there's monetization in certain points, but you get that with any game. But for the most part, you pretty much get what it says on the tin. It's Lord of the Rings Online. And there's something so simple and so enjoyable about that. I just wish, like you said, I just wish there was more people to see it, for sure. Right, we're going to kill these spiders, and we are then going to log off for the evening. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes now, and it has felt like the best part of half an hour, which is really scary, but I do have to be up tomorrow. I also need to spend time with my fiance, as she will kill me. So yeah, we're going to fire this up, find these hunters, and we're going to get the fuck out of here. Right, where is 2 more of these hunters? Yeah, do you know what? One thing that I've said from the very beginning of making these Lord of the Rings Online videos and being interested in LOTRO is I really wish I was there at the start. You know, I didn't have access to a PC 16, 17 years ago. You know, I was just a kid, you know. But I really wish there was actually kids in my school that were talking about it. Their parents have got it, and there was teachers in my school that were talking about their characters in Lord of the Rings Online and fascinated by it, and it's completely slipped my mind. But I really wish I was there to experience everything, because I think it would have been a pretty magical time. Let's try and not fall down this cliff and die. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine. We're good here. I don't know why I keep trying to buff out of that, because it doesn't kill my crippling at all. Which one of you guys has got stuff to hand in? Is it you? Finish.
Could I take a moment?
No, we are good. That's it for that, I think. Are we attuned to this? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Let's do that. Yeah, I think we leave it there. Yeah. That's been like really good. We made a lot of progress actually today. Actually, I mean, I played a little bit off stream, but started today at level 33. So to gain 4 levels today, it's not bad, not bad at all. One thing we've taken away from the stream is that stable masters are our best friends. We definitely need more stable masters for sure. Make sure we're clicking on them. But yeah, I feel like we're learning. We're definitely learning. Clearly don't know my way around the map, so it'll be cool to kind of learn which things connect to what. So yeah, really good fun. But yeah, I guess without rambling too much, thank you so much to whoever's watched. At this point, I presume I'm talking just to you, Menno. So thank you, mate, for sticking around and making this evening a fucking blast, to say the least. It's been really cool to hang out. Your knowledge is unending. Your patience with me has been unending. Yeah, and it's just really cool to see people like you, mate. So never change. Genuinely, you are what make this game fantastic, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, there'll be more streams like this. This is going to be my full-time game. This is pretty much what the channel is going to be now. So I want to bring as many eyes to Lord of the Rings Online as I can. I'm not trying to be a white knight, but I believe in the game. I do. I really do. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If anyone is watching this outside of this, then, you know, by all means, if you'd like the video, if you like the stream, please leave a like. It helps the channel grow and ultimately Lord of the Rings Online grow. And subscribe if you're new here. But to anyone that's hanging out, peace. Enjoy your evening, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next video, stream, short, TikTok, whatever it is. You too, brother. Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate you. Have a lovely evening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.